Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first ever video on this channel, and in this video it's a tutorial on how to make this beautiful bikini bottom. So to make the bikini bottom, we're going to need the hip measurement. Project, you're going to make a string that will be meant for drawing the waist together, because it will not be fitting well on the waist. Therefore we'll need this string to draw the waist together so that the bikini bottom fits perfectly on your waist. So for this project we're going to need yarn. This yarn is called Winter King, and it's a medium weight yarn. That's what we're going to be using, and I'm going to be using the color purple. We're also going to need a hook, a crochet hook, and I'll be using the 4mm hook. You'll also need a pair of scissors for cutting the yarn. You'll need a measuring tape for taking your measurements. You'll need a yarn needle to sew in or to weave in the ends. And finally we're going to need a stitch marker. So let's get started. So to start this project, you're going to need to start with a slip knot. So make your slip knot whichever way you make it, then chain a chain stitch of the measurement of the hip that you've measured. Make sure that when you stretch it out, it stretches out to the hip measurement. I'll be making mine in size 36, so the hip measurement that I'll be making is 36. So I'll make a chain that when stretched out will fit a size 36 inches on the hips. From there, after stretching this out, I'm getting 18 times 2 is 36. So I've hit my hip measurement. So the next thing that we need to do is join this point to the first stitch. So get your chain stitch and join this last stitch with the first stitch. Make sure that you do not twist your chain. Make sure that your chain is not twisted, and then slip stitch on the first stitch here. So there we have a slip stitch, chain 3. So the chain 3 is going to act as our first double crochet, and then we're going to put a double crochet around this chain till we get to the end here. So put 1 double crochet on every stitch until you get to the end, and then I'll show you what to do next. So usually I crochet over this string that we made after making a slip stitch, because I don't want to have a lot of work of weaving in ends at the end. So I crochet over it like this. So make 1 double crochet on every stitch across. So here I have put a double crochet on every of the chain stitches, and I'm coming to the end here, so I'm going to continue and finish up the chain stitches, putting one double crochet in each of them. So I've put a double crochet on the last stitch. The next thing that we need to do is now slip stitch on top of the third chain of the first chain stitch, chain 3 stitch, so like this. And now we are done with the first row. Then chain 3 to begin the second row or the second round. Now on this second round we're going to be making the waist. This waist here. So as you can see, it's been made using front post and back post double crochets. So we're going to make a row or a round of front posts, alternating between front post and back post double crochets, so that we can get the waistband. So after chaining 3, we're going to put a front post double crochet on the first double crochet, then a back post double crochet on the next one, then front post, back post, front and back. So for round 2 up to round 4, we're going to be alternating between the double front posts and back posts double crochets. So we're going to work these till we get the end of round 2. Then again we'll chain 3, work round 3 in the same way we've worked round 2. When we get to the end of round 3, we'll again chain 3, and then we'll work round 4 the same way we've worked round the 2 and 3. So keep doing this. So I've gone ahead and done round 3 and 4. So this is how our waistband looks like. It's an elastic waistband. It stretches and pulls back together. But like we said at the beginning of the project, because we are working with the hip measurement, we're going to make the drawstring that will attach to the waistband at the end of the project. So here we are done with round 4 of the waistband. So whatever is remaining is just slip stitch and be done with that row. So we slip stitch here on the third chain of the first chain 3 stitch, so, and then pull through like that. So we are done with the waistband. So next we are going to work the body part of our bikini bottom, and we start by chaining 1 and turning our work. So now we're going to be turning double crochet on that first stitch like that. Then we're going to skip one stitch, then double crochet 3 times on that next stitch after skipping. So 1, 2 and 3. So whatever we've made is a shell stitch of 3 double crochets. So after the shell stitch, we're going to skip one again. We skip another stitch into the next stitch, single crochet, then skip this into the next stitch, double crochet 3 times. so like that. Then skip this stitch, move on to the next one, single crochet. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working a single crochet, skip a chain, double crochet, shell stitch 3 times. That is, you put 3 double crochets on the same stitch, then skip, single crochet. So we're going to skip this one and do our shell stitch. There, skip this one, on to the next one, single crochet, then skip the next 3 double crochets on the next stitch, 1, 2 and 3, skip, single crochet, then skip 3 double crochets. Skip, single crochet. So that is all that we're going to be doing for this first round of the body part of the bikini bottom. So work a single crochet, skip 1 stitch, onto the next stitch 3 double crochets. Skip, single crochet, skip 3 double crochets. So keep doing this, alternating between single crochet and 3 double crochet shell stitch till you get to the end of the row, and I'll meet you there, then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, now I'm done with the first round of the bikini bottom, of the body of the bikini bottom, and at the end here I've ended with a single crochet, and because I had started with a single crochet I cannot end with a single crochet. So what we do is go back to the shell stitch that we made, and now instead of skipping this chain we do our single crochet on that chain, because we want to end with a shell stitch. So skip this one, onto this next one, do your shell stitch there. Now we've made sure that our last stitch, or the last thing that we do, is a double crochet shell stitch like this. But if you work your round and end up with a double crochet shell stitch, you do not have to do what I've just done. The reason why I went back is because I'd started with a single crochet and I could not end again with a single crochet, because you have to alternate. So now we slip stitch on the first single crochet that we made, and we are done with the first round of the body of the bikini bottom. Next, chain 1 and turn. So remember, we are turning at the beginning of every round. So right here is where we have our first single crochet. So wherever we had a single crochet in the previous round, that part is going to get the double crochets shell stitch. So if we had started with a single crochet, in the next round we start with the double crochet shell stitch. So right there we put 3 double crochets. So we have the shell stitch. Then next we move on to the first shell stitch of the previous round. So on top of the second chain of the second double crochet, so we have the first, the second, and the third. So on top of the second one here, we put a single crochet like that. Then right here is where we add our single crochet. So right here is where we put the shell stitch. So 3 double crochets, right here we put 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. So next we have the shell stitch. So on top of the second stitch, single crochet, on top of the single crochet, double crochet 3 times. On top of the second stitch of the shell stitch, single crochet, then double crochet 3 times on the single crochet from the previous round. Then single crochet on top of the second double crochet of the previous round. Now I'm coming to the end of round 2, and this is what I have. So I've already done the shell stitch. So the next thing that I need to do is a single crochet. Then we have a shell stitch here. Then a single crochet. And now we are looking at the first shell stitch that we did. So we're going to slip stitch onto the top of the first double crochet that we made. So that is the first double crochet. We slip stitch there, then again we slip stitch onto the next one. So we are slip stitching twice here, like that. Chain 1, turn your work. So remember, we are putting a single crochet on top of the second double crochet of every shell stitch, and that is why we slip stitched twice, so that we end at the point where we're going to put our single crochet right there. So right there we put our single crochet, move on to the single crochet here and put 3 double crochets. Then single crochet. So now we continue working the way we've worked the second round. So the second round is the same as the 4th round. The third is the same as the 5th. So we have the even rounds are worked the same, and the odd rounds will also be worked the same way. So all you need to know is how to work the second round and the third round, and you'll be good to go. So the even rounds, work them the way we worked the second round. Then the odd rows, you'll work them the way we've worked the third round. So we're in the third round, and again we are working a single crochet on top of the second double crochet, then 3 double crochets on top of the single crochet, then a single crochet, then double crochet 3 times, single crochet. So keep working like this till you get to the end of the round. So at the end of the round, you'll slip stitch. We had started with a single crochet, So whatever we started with a single crochet, all you need to do is slip stitch once on top of that single crochet. Then if you had started with a shell stitch, you'll slip stitch twice, one on top of the first double crochet, then on top of the second one. Then you'll chain one and turn, and then begin your round. So remember to work even rounds the same way and odd rounds the same way. So we're going to work these in those alternating rounds for a total of 15 rounds. So work your 15 rounds of the body. So those rounds together with the waistband will give you a total of 19 rounds. So work your remaining rounds, and I'll meet you at the end of the 19th round. Then we'll continue from there. So I went ahead and made a total of 15 rounds, which is what we have here. So I've chained one and turned. So what we need to do now is mark the not the single, but the middle stitch. So you word your project like this with your hook on this end, and then you're going to have another end here. So this end is where we have the other middle stitch. So at the point where we have the hook, we have one of the middle stitches there, then we have another one on this end. So we mark this stitch using our stitch marker. So like that. Then after marking the middle stitch, we are going to work the same way we've been working. So we're going to start the 16th round. We work it the same way we've been working the other rounds. So because here we had ended with a single crochet, we're going to put the double crochet shell stitch. So 3 double crochets in that single crochet stitch. So 1, 2, 3. Then the next one will be a single crochet, then a double crochet shell stitch, then a single crochet, and double crochet shell stitch. So we're going to be alternating the way we've been doing it until we get to where we have our stitch marker. Then we'll continue from there. So continue working the alternate single crochet and double crochet shell stitches, and I'll meet you at the point where we have the stitch marker. I've reached the point where my stitch marker is, so I'm going to take it out and put it aside because I don't need it anymore. Then at that point I'm going to put a single crochet because the stitch marker was on top of the double crochet shell stitch. So in the middle stitch, that is the second stitch, I'm going to put a single crochet. So if you end at a point, or if your marker was at a point where we had the single crochet, you're going to put the 3 double crochets. So after you put your single crochet, we're going to chain 25. Chain 25. So I've chained 25. Then I'm going to get my end here where we started, and I'm going to slip stitch at that point. So put a slip stitch on the beginning stitch. So there we have our slip stitch. Then because this is a double crochet shell stitch, I'm going to slip stitch again so that I go into the middle stitch like that. Then I'll chain one and turn. So because this is the double crochet shell stitch, we're going to put a single crochet there. Single crochet. Then we're going to skip one stitch on the chain stitch that we've just made. So skip one, into the next stitch put a double crochet shell stitch. 1, 2 and 3. Again skip one, then single crochet into the next stitch. Single crochet, then skip one, then into the next double crochet shell stitch. 1, then 2, so 1, 2 and 3. Again skip one, single crochet. Skip one, double crochet shell stitch. Skip one, single crochet. Skip one, double crochet. Skip iron again, single crochet, skip double crochet shell stitch, skip one, single crochet, skip one, double crochet shell stitch right here, so we've worked on the middle stitch, the middle chain stitch, and this is what we have. So we are going to work one side of the leg alone, and then we'll work the other side. So right here we are working on this side. So I'm at this point where I have my double crochet shell stitch. So we are working on this side of this leg first. So we'll work on this side. Once we're done with this side, we move on to the other side and work the other side too. So I'm at this point, and I'm going to put my single crochet on the shell stitch, then double crochet shell stitch, single, then double. So nothing is changing. The only thing that has changed is that we've divided the legs, and then we are working each of the leg on their own. So on each side we're going to work a total of 3 rounds. So this is the first round without counting the 16th round. So there'll be a total of 4 rounds. So we have the 16th, we'll have the 17. This is the 17th that I'm working, that is going to end here. So we'll have the 17th, then we'll move round with the 18th, and then we'll end with the 19th. Then after we are done with the 19th round, I'll come back and show you how to put the edging at the end. So continue working, and I'll meet you there. I am done with the 19th round, and what's remaining here is just slip stitching. So I'm going to slip stitch onto this single crochet here. So slip stitch, chain 1, and turn. We are going now to do the edging of the shorts. For the edging, we're only going to be working on the single crochet stitches. So we'll only be working on top of the single crochet stitches alone. So we've ended with a single crochet stitch here. So we're going to work to chain 1, 2, and 3, then work 3 double crochets into that single crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to skip over to the next single crochet. We slip stitch there, then chain 3 and 3 double crochets. Slip stitch into the next single crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Slip stitch into the next single crochet, chain 3, then 3 double crochets. Slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochets. So this is the edging that we're going to have. Now we're going to work like this till we get to this end, and we'll be done with that part of the leg, and then we can move on to the next one. So continue working on the single crochet stitches. You slip stitch, chain 3, then put 3 double crochets into that single crochet. Slip stitch into the next single crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Slip stitch, 3 double crochets. So we are done with the last edging of our short, and what's remaining to do is slip stitch. So we're going to slip stitch into that first single crochet that we had. You slip stitch there inside that stitch, then we're going to slip stitch at the middle of the first double of the chain stitch, like that, then chain one, and we are done. Now you can cut your yarn and move on to the second leg. So get your scissors, and then we're going to cut the yarn. Cut the yarn, then pull through and fasten your work. And we are done with one side. So now we want to reattach our yarn right here where we have the double crochet, right here where we have the double crochet shell stitch. So this is where we're going to reattach our yarn, right here. So we start with a slip knot, like that, then grab our project, put the hook through that point where we have the double crochet shell stitch, pull the yarn through to make a slip stitch, like that. Then we're going to chain one, and then we're going to put 3 double crochets into those 3 double crochets that are on the other side. So right here, two and 3. Then next we move on to where we're going to put our single crochet, which is right here. Put a single crochet there, then double crochet shell stitch, so work these round till you get to this point. Then I'll show you what to do at this point in the middle. I have worked my 16 rounds to this point. So at this point I'm going to put 3 double crochets. And now remember, in the 16th row of the previous side, we had worked chain stitches. So in this case, instead of working chain stitches, we are going to work single crochets in each stitch. So we're going to start with a single crochet right here. Then on the skipped chain, remember we were skipping, so we work a single crochet there, a single crochet where we have the double crochet, a single crochet on the skipped chain, single crochet. So we're going to work single crochets till we get to the end of the round. So don't forget to work a single crochet on the skipped chain. So like that, and we are at the end here. So at the end we're going to slip stitch as usual, slip stitch, then slip stitch again, then chain 1 and turn. So we are on the double crochet shell stitch, so we are going to put a single crochet, skip 1, double crochet shell stitch. Skip 1, oh, we've skipped this one, so single crochet right here, skip this, double crochet shell stitch. Skip 1, single crochet. So this is how you're going to work till you get to this end. Then when you get here, you're going to continue working, alternating between the single crochets here, the double crochet on the single crochet, double crochets, and so on till we get to this end. And at the end here, we'll have been done with the 17th round. Then we're going to work 2 more rounds, and then we're also going to work the edging. So continue like that. I'll meet you once I'm done. I went ahead and completed the bikini bottom, and this is what we have. Whatever is remaining is just weaving in the ends, which you can do off camera. Then we also require to make a strap that is going to be used to draw the waist together. So when I'm making my strap, I like to get 2 pieces of yarn. I hold them together like this. Then I make a slip knot. Then after this, I make a chain of either 200 or 250, whatever you like, or whatever can fit onto your waist. So make that chain. It should be a long chain that can fit onto your hips, and then you can use it to draw your waist together. So like that, go up to 200 or 250. So what I do after I'm done with my chain, I tie this end right here like this. Such that the knot is close to the stitches, like that. Then I cut the yarn, and I do the same thing at the other end. So do that, make your strap, and then attach it to your waist. So thank you very much for watching this video. Remember to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Also, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so, and hit the notification bell so that you get notified once I upload a video, which I'll be doing at the end of every week, or at least in 2 weeks time. Thank you. Bye.